After 7 years of highs and lows and everything in between, we are finally saying goodbye to something really close to our hearts. I know there's been a lot of questions and wonder as to what's going on, but I want to make it really clear that we're not going anywhere from our website, prettyandgreen.com, nor here on YouTube. Every week, we're still going to produce plant documentaries, industry commentary, plant tours, and any sort of industry drama that comes up, we're going to cover it. So don't worry about that. So Pretty and Green Plants was actually born on Etsy in 2017, over 90 months ago when Monica couldn't make her car payment.
My little Hyundai Santa Fe.
That's right.
Yeah, $300 a month.
Yeah.
That I couldn't make.
Yeah.
Yeah, and started selling plants on Etsy.
Yeah, without me knowing, and it really, really bothered me at the time.
Yes, yes.
And you kept asking me to print these pots over and over, and we were making an air quality device, so it would hog the 3D printer instead of prototyping. He'd be like, make these pots, but then like the revenue started like climbing, and I couldn't really ignore it. And the first one went out in a LaCroix box.
Yeah. To Missouri. Shout out Jordan.
Yeah. Shout out to the first Etsy customer.
And then it just grew, and we rented a little space.
Everything kept growing from there, mostly on Etsy. That's when we launched prettyandgreen.com.
Yes, and the YouTube.
And the YouTube, yeah, my first very awkward videos.
I love that video.
We always make fun of my earliest video of me what was it?
Just whispering.
Hey guys,
I'm going to show you today how to water by weight.
We're gonna water by weight. Hey, it's a good concept. I think it has like 200 views.
Oh my God.
I think I deleted it out of shame.
It's my favorite video.
Yeah.
So back then it was what? Bloomscape, The Seal, George and Leon,
Gabriella's Plants.
NSC.
NSC had the rare stuff, as they still do.
And a couple of eBay sellers.
Yeah, a few eBay sellers.
Over the years, we've probably shipped 250,000 plants.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
Maybe more.
Most of them packed by me.
All of them packed by her.
No, not all, but most.
Yeah, but most of them.
I went around the neighborhood and I took all the cuttings from all the neighbors.
Well, it's prop lifting. Early days of prop lifting.
Well, back then it was not. It didn't have a name yet.
Yeah, it was proper theft. But yeah, she would ship little rooted cuttings.
Yeah.
And Home Depot plants. We were a little late to the rare plant game, admittedly.
Yes. But we were so busy with air purifiers that...
We were selling air purifiers like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then 2020 comes.
Right. We all know what happened. I also got pregnant with our son, Theo, who I gave birth to on February of 2020.
Yeah, so like just about to be peak pandemic, March 2020.
Yes, pandemic baby.
With a tiny child at home, so I had to take over a lot of the business operations.
Mm-hmm. And then we got sued.
Yeah, then we got sued at the end of 2020 from a former employee.
And we cannot talk about the details of it because, you know, we cannot speak of it. But it kind of took away a little bit of the magic and the love.
For sure.
And it made us realize how difficult it is running a business in California, where people can just sue you and...
frivolously.
It's so expensive to go to court that you have to just settle to not go bankrupt.
Right.
And people don't need to prove anything. They don't need to be right about anything. They can just do this to you. And they did that to us. And
it's just like a bad case of luck, I see.
It was rough. And we had to give a lot of we had to loan
personally a lot of money to the company to pay for it.
We had to close one of our locations in West LA.
So then we closed Pontius.
Yeah.
And we shuffled everyone here in 2021.
2021. Right. And we took away all the air purifiers and just stayed with the rare plants.
Some of the rare plants, we got rid of
We cut the team and just...
That's when you could start getting, like, because of the pandemic, you could get a lot of things in Home Depot or Lowe's. You could get Monsteras and Peace Lilies. So that got too competitive, but they couldn't yet get Albos, so we started propagating them here and growing them here. And I started getting more consistent with the how-to content around that time.
Yeah. 2021 also started another good year for our business, I think, because Plantopia was that summer.
Yes.
And that changed the direction and that reinvigorated us, I guess. It was really fun.
Yep.
And it showed us what doing pop-ups could look like and be like, and that's when we started planning the Albo shows.
That's right. We sold the first few cuttings of the Mama Thai for like $200 or $300 for these huge cuttings in I think they were a pretty good deal at the time, but we were like, there is money in this.
Because to get $300 of peace lilies, we had to sell so many peace lilies.
Yep.
Or one Tycon.
And I think we did like $1,000 or $2,000 that day, and it was like a game changer.
Yeah.
And then we started the Albo shows, which we ended up doing 30 plus Albo shows all across California and even into Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, yeah.
Yeah. Those were some of the craziest times, overnight drives, and like we stayed in remember the Hooker Hotel in San Diego? I booked us the shittiest hotel. And she slept in her jacket. I think I slept in a jacket too, in the bed. It was horrible.
Oh my God,
yeah. But Pretty in Green was always awesome because it gave you and me both that flexibility, which so many people are drawn to entrepreneurship for, I think, that flexibility to be with your kids.
Right, because then in 2023, I had our baby girl. And during that time, you know, as we all moms and parents, all parents know, it's hard to figure out, childcare is hard to figure out, like what, you know, maternity leaves and so this gave me the option to be with my kids, raise my kids, and still come to work in the evenings. Or, you know, I will spend the day with Theo.
Yep.
And then he will come home after dinner, and then I will go into the packing, the night shift.
That's right.
And it made it very special. It's been a very special time in our lives.
So by 2023, it really seemed like the Albo shows were kind of not working out as well. We did a couple crappier Albo shows down from the peak of like 2022. And we noticed that the Albo shows we were selling a lot less plants, and we had a couple unprofitable shows. And this year has been a lot of the same. And beyond the challenges of business, we've kind of known that this is coming. But Monica is from Spain, and we've kind of been given this opportunity to take our kids and immerse them in a different culture.
Yes, we feel like the time is right there, little, and it's a great time for them to become fluent in Spanish and connect with their other side of their family, and just to explore like as a young family.
Yeah, just before they're in like proper grade school or elementary school, right?
Right, and before they don't want to spend any time with us.
Before they're 11 and like hate us.
Yeah.
While we are closing the chapter of selling plants on the internet, because it's really hard to, there's literally tens of thousands of plant shops now, if not, probably not 100,000 in the US, but tens of thousands.
Yeah.
Few prop sellers. It's so competitive, and people are doing it out of their backyards and garages and kitchen tables, as they should.
Right. Been there, done that. It was amazing.
Do it. Yeah. And that's kind of like the sweet spot for a business.
But, you know, we still have a lot of accessories, our gardening line, leaf lax, BTI. So
we're going to keep selling accessories on our website, Aeroid Mix, all the fertilizers. Look out for silica coming onto Amazon soon, and BTI. Look out for that.
Yeah, but we are stopping selling plants.
But we're stopping selling houseplants.
Wow.
And shipping them in boxes.
Wow.
It's a hard business.
It's a hard business.
It's a hard business. It's a lot of labor. And, you know, if you overhire or you spend too much money on things, then there's no money in it.
Right.
We never made a ton of money from it.
Right.
But we loved it. It was always like a ton of passion that we brought to growing. I would grow them and they would ship them.
Yeah. It was amazing times.
Yeah, it was amazing times. And in 6 days, we are leaving this warehouse. And we could show you around, but it's a lot of stuff like in boxes.
Yeah. But we are not leaving you guys.
But we're not leaving y'all.
Or the industry.
And to everyone who's been a part of this journey, from the earliest Etsy customers in 2017 to if you left us a review on our website or came to an Albo show or even bought Leaf Lux or watched this video right now, like shout out to every one of you, like truly thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, from the bottom of our hearts.
Yes, thank you.
And this was a dream to live out and like see through, and like as we always said, like we left it all on the table, on the field.
We did. We put everything on the line.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
You know, every last cent we had went into it.
Risked it all.
All the hours, all the heart.
All of it.
Read every review.
That's right.
Like, you know, answered like all the messages.
Laughed the hardest.
Cried a lot.
Cried a lot. Best time of life, worst time of life.
I had the luck to be able to spend time with our little kids. For all the small families out there.
You can do it. Yeah. Just jump and do it. But it's so fucking hard.
It is, and when you're ready for the next step, you can also do that.
That's right.
You know, when this has provided all of the love it had to give us.
Yep.
And now we are ready to see what else we can do and what else is out there for us. And so don't leave us.
Don't leave us. And as she always says, the best is yet to come.
Yes.